In this video, I'm going to talk about the sound of the W. The W, what you have to understand about the W, and it causes a little bit of trouble for students, you have to make a little pucker, the tiniest pucker. There are some sounds in English that require you to pucker your lips. The W requires the smallest pucker. I don't know, like there's this, you pull a frog out of a swamp, a big bullfrog, it's bigger than your hand, and you have to give it a kiss, because if you give it a kiss, it's going to turn into a charming prince or princess, depending on what your preference is. But you have to give this frog a kiss, So push your lips away from your face, just push them as far forward, tiniest little pucker that you can do, and then you'll be all set to make a good W. Wah, wah. And the W is a quick sound, but you can make an ooh sound before the W if you want, and that can kind of help. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you want to build up the suspense before you kiss this bullfrog, you can make the ooh sound. Ooh, ooh. Okay, now, the interesting thing about the W, the letter W, there are lots of W sounds that just kind of happen in English simply because there are some vowels that put your lips into a puckered position, and you can go ahead and make the W sound because that's natural for that to happen. The W happens sometimes without the letter W being in the word. And then there are lots of words with W's where the W sometimes is pronounced and sometimes is not pronounced. Don't let the spelling of English confuse you. The spelling of English is created for the purpose of the spelling of English is to confuse you. Remember that. The purpose of the spelling of English is to confuse you. So just remember it and be aware of it, and don't let it confuse you. You have to listen. Use your ears to learn pronunciation. Okay. I'm going to read a couple sentences. So I have two words here. Now, this is an interesting example of how the spelling is really funny. The word to, T-W-O, I mean, what is this? It says to. It's not twa. This is crazy spelling. So I have two words here. To. Now, when you connect, if you connect the word to a word that starts with a vowel, then you're actually going to say a W. The word actually starts with a W. But if I have two other, see, that's a W. Watch my lips. Two other. So I have two other. Okay, but the sentence is, I have two words here. And just connect them. Two words. It's good to connect words. You should connect most words. So I have two words here, and I'm separating them with, so make a nice, just the thing with the W's, just remember to make the tiniest pucker that you can make, basically, with separating them. It takes a little practice, just strengthen the lip, the muscles in your lips, with separating them with an underscore. And now what I need to do, here's another funny example. The word now, if I just say now, there's no W there, now. But if I connect it to a word that starts with a vowel sound, okay. The word what does not start with a vowel sound. It starts with a W, in fact. But that's really easy because ow, the ow vowel starts to put my lips in a puckered position anyway. Now what I need to do. And the thing to remember, just Most students just don't make a small enough pucker. You make your pucker smaller. Now what I need to do, what I need to do is the oo vowel also puts your lips in a puckered position. It doesn't have to be as tight as a W, but it's still a puckered position. So when you connect that to another vowel sound, you're going to make a W. It'll sound like a W because it's basically a W. That's perfectly normal. So just go ahead and do that. What I need to do is I need to put a value. Oh, okay. The letter V does not make the W sound. In fact, it's a lot different. A lot of students get confused with the V and the W. The V is a different sound, totally different. You should not pucker your lips to make a V. I'm not going to talk about the V in this video other than to say that it is not a W. It does not make the W sound. It's something a lot different. To put a value inside of this variable. This is not a W. This is a V. The W is w. Value. Yeah, don't make a W there. So put a value inside of this variable. Okay. All right. So basically what I can do, yeah, just practice making a smaller pucker. What I can do, it has to be quick, but it has to be, exercise your lips a bit. What I can do is, and then you're going to make kind of a, you'll make a W sound there just because it just happens there. What I can do is, for do is, I can just say equals. Now there's W in the word equals. There's a W sound. There's no W letter, but there's a W sound. Equals. And this is one that causes some trouble for students. Equals. There, you understand there is a W in there, and you have to make a tight pucker just like any other W. The QU usually is the sound of KW. Equals. Equals. Do it in slow motion. Equals. Just, exercise your lips. Basically just, exercise the muscle in your lips and get used to doing it. Equals. And over here, I can type a value. There is no W in the word value. That's a V, not a W. They're completely different. And or in the word over. And no, it's not over. It's not a W. It's a V. Over. So don't make a W if it's this is not a W. This is a W. This is a V. So totally different. Over here, I can type a value.